I grew up around a lot of pressure. In the location that I'm living in, there's a lot of violence, gangsterism and stuff. So I found a group of friends that were using drugs. They said I should try out something. That is when I started getting out of hand. And then my father got sick. I was actually heartbroken. I became a loner and my marks were not actually good at that time. I even failed my second term in grade 9. Grade 10, that is when I started with the website building and stuff. I became much more inspired.
We believe as Telkom, it is our role in society to open up opportunities to leverage Telkom's capability and that of technology to improve the quality of education. Communities are battling with high unemployment rate, drug abuse, teenage pregnancy, and all the other social problems we know about. But also, if you look at our schools in the townships and the rural areas, the resources that are available in those schools are very, very limited. And if our children don't get the right quality of education, they'll continue being outside the mainstream economy.
Telkom came to the school back in 2017. Since then, our teachers have been trained. Teachers did receive the laptops, also the data. So there is no excuse for any one of us to say, no, I don't have this, I can't do this. And then we've got a lab that is fully finished with connectivity.
I became so eager to learn and know more. Then I went into coding. It boosted me up.
So the art of coding, it's not part of the curriculum at the moment, but that's something that we deliberately wanted them to get into because it is our belief that coding should actually be a 12th language.
We started building a school's website. We wanted people to register online. We wanted to tell them how many spaces we have.
The whole idea of critical thinking, problem solving, and those sort of skills that we're teaching them, actually we saw them coming through quite nicely.
So basically, it's a bus card app. My team and I created. My granny was like surprised and blown away, but she couldn't work it to save her life.
A lot of our work is really focused on making sure that we walk the journey with our young people. We started with these children. They were in grade 8 at that time. We offered them a supplementary program that's on weekends, during vacation.
Let's say you didn't understand what you learned during the week, you can easily ask your Saturday school teacher, and that helps us to understand things more.
If Telkom had not decided to come in, a lot of the children that have been a part of our program would not have had any exposure to working on a computer. And as a result of that exposure and their involvement, they've made significant career choices. We've got learners that are now doing computer science at various universities. Some of them are doing engineering, and these are learners that would not have had that opportunity.
When I was doing grade 8, Telkom Foundation came in and they renovated our school. And that's where I started developing my love for computers. Now imagine if I took Telkom for granted when it came and helped our school. I'm not even sure I would have passed matric with distinctions.
It's not just about helping them obtain the best of marks, but also to enable them to access post-schooling opportunities. And that's why our bursary program becomes so important.
I'm doing a BSc Computer Science. Telkom is going to pay for my living allowances, my tuition fees. It really takes the financial burden off my parents.
But importantly, we don't just focus on the academic. We focus on developing these learners holistically to make the children realize that whilst they may find themselves in very complex, very difficult circumstances, actually their destiny is in their hands.
I improved a lot. I became comfortable with speaking with people. My father was actually starting to get proud. So it was middle of 2020 when my dad passed away. It was a hard hit on me.
A number of them were battling with other issues. So we deployed social workers in those schools to assist children and their families. And for us, that is what we speak about when we say holistic development. So when they walk out of the program, they walk out not just with great results, but as very solid, resilient young people.
Now they are seeing their inner ability. I can see this happening there. I can also do it. They will not cry. They will be employed anywhere in the world.
When you touch that one person, you actually are breaking generational poverty in those families. You will therefore impact communities, and we hope it will extend itself to the broader society.